phase 2 of our trip round Thailand, on his way up to Kanchanaburi, to the bridge over the Kanchanaburi, can't pronounce it right, but there we go, to the bridge over the River Kwai, Hellfire Pass, and go and pay our respects to the fallen soldiers at the cemeteries. This is our, I'll just swing it around, this is our lovely driver for today. Hello.
Hello. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีค่ะ So, off we go. See you soon. Bye. Second phase of our trip around Thailand. Quite an important one, this one. It's a little story to tell you. We're in Kanchanaburi, where the bridge over the River Kwai is located, part of the Railway of Death, where 6,904 British POWs died during the construction of the railway and the bridge, which runs from Burma through to Thailand. As you can see behind me there is the bridge itself. Just a little story. One of the reasons the main reason I'm here really. It's about 5-6 years ago, whilst working on ambulance, I met a wonderful guy called Frederick who lived in Roppenstall. He was 96 years old and he was a POW and a World War II veteran. And he was telling me a story that he got shot in Burma and he was taken to a little village hospital. He was there for 2 days, and on the third day he'd had enough, and he said he wanted to discharge himself and go back on the front line with his mates. He was advised against this by the doctors and nurses, and they said no, stay another couple of nights, you know, have a rest. And he said no, I want to go back to my mates. So he did, and it was a Tuesday afternoon at it was a Tuesday afternoon at 1 o'clock, and he discharged himself. At 3 o'clock that same afternoon, the village got raided by the Japanese, and they raided the hospital, and they shot and murdered all the nurses and doctors. They got all the patients, took them outside, led them on the floor on the car park, and ran over them, murdered them with a tank. So if Frederick hadn't have discharged himself at 1 o'clock that afternoon, he wouldn't be telling me that story. Not long after that, Frederick and a few of his colleagues, 12 of his colleagues, him and another 11 colleagues, got captured in Burma by the Japanese, and was taken to a prisoner of war camp. And I remember saying to Frederick, that must have been bloody awful, Frederick, and he laughed, he said the buggers didn't have me long. He said me and my mate managed to escape after a few hours. He said, but unfortunately 10 of his colleagues didn't, and they went on to be part of the POWs teams who were sent to be part of, to build the construction of the bridge over the River Kwai and the Railway of Death. And unfortunately 10 of his mates perished during that construction. So I was telling Frederick that, you know what, Fred, I spend quite a bit of time in Thailand, and I wouldn't mind going up and pay my respects to the cemeteries which are located here in Kanchanaburi. And Frederick asked me if I'd do that for him. And I said absolutely, it'd be my privilege and my honour to do that. Hence, that's the reason I'm here with Tui. Tomorrow I'm going to pay my respects to the cemeteries, have a look around the museum, and then we'll make our way up to Hellfire Pass. Quite a moving story for Frederick when he was telling me, a lovely guy. No doubt Frederick's probably passed away now. Wonderful man, wonderful man. So it's going to be quite an emotional trip, is this one, but be interesting at the same time. So I'll just swing it round and show you the bridge. That's the bridge which leads through to Burma. Good morning, 7:45 morning. Thought I'd get up early and just beat old tourists to go and have a quick video shot and have a walk over the bridge. All locals are getting ready for tourists to turn up. I'll just swing it round and take a little walk, shall we? Locals getting set up. So this is the Thai side of the bridge, of the railway, and that's the Burmese side. It's about, Burmese border is about 2 kilometres the other side of the bridge. So let's take a little walk over the bridge. It does look like they're doing some kind of work at the very end, so I don't think you can get right across. But it's much quieter than it was yesterday afternoon. There were lots and lots of tourists here yesterday, but as the day goes on I'm sure it'll get busier. Might just do a photo bomb from back. Hi! Stick my arm up. Just don't let him do it. What they don't realise is I've just photo bombed them at the back of that picture. These guys in front here, I've just been talking to this chap on the left. They've come up on motorbikes from Malaysia down near Singapore. It took them 4 days on the bikes. Actually, it was this chap in front here I was talking to. Nice temple there. If you want to know what that is in Thai, Suwai Wat, which means beautiful temple. Suwai Wat, sorry. Beautiful morning. Five to 8 in the morning, it's 22 degrees. Nice and cool. So it looks like we can't go any further up here. They're doing a little bit of work. Like I said earlier, another couple of kilometres up there is the Burmese border. The river runs right down to Bangkok. And I think that river, that way, leads all the way to China, comes down from China. And there we are.
You want to just sit down and eat, or you want to go find restaurant?
Let's have a walk around, babe. Oh, find a restaurant when we get back or something. Kanchanaburi food market, at night market. Won't be long before Tui finds something she wants to eat.